published 14:24 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 5th of May 2018, updated 17:26 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 5th of May 2018, trailing 31-3, a voice cried out from the stands at Kingston Park, "Wakey, wakey." It was a fitting response. Newcastle were in snooze mode for the best part of an hour at Kingston Park on Saturday. It was all set up for a fitting finale. A capacity crowd, blue skies and a spot in the playoffs guaranteed before kick-off, but the Falcons failed to turn up for the final home game of the season. Wasps will travel to Saracens in the Premiership playoffs after the big victory at Newcastle. Josh Bassett capitalised on Danny Cipriani's chip to score Wasps' fourth try of the match. The hosts suffered a 6-try demolition at the hands of Dai Young's men. A late 3-try flourish put some gloss on the scoreboard, but the damage had been done. Perhaps they had one eye on the semi-final encounter in a fortnight's time. Newcastle will now travel to Sandy Park to face reigning champions Exeter on May 19, with a place in the Aviva Premiership final up for grabs. "It was the most relaxed I've seen the changing room before a match this season, but it will be different in a fortnight," said Dean Richards, Newcastle's director of rugby. "After 50 minutes we decided to play some rugby. We'll learn from it, and there's a lot of time between now and the next game. We'll try to sort a couple of things out. These are heady days for rugby on the Toon." Their Kingston Park fortress was a 10,100 sellout on Saturday and has been packed to the rafters most weekends during this memorable campaign. You have to go back 20 years to 1998 for Newcastle's last domestic triumph, when a stellar squad containing Rob Andrew, Inga Tuigamala and Dodi Weah secured the title. This current crop are now just 2 games away from repeating that feat, but they will need to radically improve based on this evidence. Veteran back Jimmy Gopeth scored against his former club with Wasps' 5th try of the day. Newcastle players look dejected after a disappointing performance at Kingston Park. Wasps will travel to Allianz Park to take on Saracens in the other playoff tie as a reward for finishing third in the final standings. They are hitting top form at the right time of the season. Newcastle drew first blood when scrum half Sonata Natakulu knocked over an 11th-minute penalty, but it was all Wasps after that. Tom Cruise and Elliot Daly, who looked sharp all afternoon, crossed for tries as the visitors took control. Danny Cipriani then stretched over his side's 3rd try of the afternoon. The Wasps' fly half then turned provider with a delicate chip that sat up perfectly for the on-rushing Josh Bassett. That was Cipriani's last action of the game as he left the field with ankle injury. "I don't expect it to be too bad," said Young. He said at halftime that he was feeling his ankle a little bit. Just took him off as a precaution. When substitute Jimmy Gopeth crossed for another Wasps score, it was looking ominous for the Falcons. The home side finally woke up in the final quarter with Josh Matavesi, Zach Kibirige and Evan Olmsted bagging late tries, but flying fullback Willie LaRue had the final say for Wasps with a breakaway effort in the dying moments. Dean Richards will need to coax a far better performance from his side against Exeter.